Hello everybody, welcome back to my Let's Play series of Star Wars Jedi Knight Jedi Academy. I'm going to go ahead and start the game so I can be talking while playing. It's officially a new day. I have slept since the last time I recorded, so I'm a little bit rejuvenated. I think that this, despite being very exciting and very fun for me, is a bit draining. I don't think that those are mutually exclusive. I think that... Oh, that was really nice. Double action. Oh, but I can't heal now. I have to wait a little bit before I can heal. I think that anxiety and excitement are very similar. I think that I have heard once before that they release similar chemicals in the body. They kind of have the same toll. It's just your outlook on the stimulation. The stimulus? Is it the stimulus or the stimuli is plural for stimulus, isn't it? Either way, I think that... Ooh, that was nice. I need to... Oh, hey.
Right Jawas?
Are there ever such a thing as wrong Jawas? I'd be happy to see any kind of Jawa. They are very hairy. I'll give you a little bit to recover from that. Alright. So I think that anxiety and excitement can be very similar. It's just like socialization. You know how you feel drained after you socialize for a while? I think that I tend to experience that as well with this. Which is interesting. Hopefully, again, as I progress in this, and I'll just stand here idly by throwing this. There really isn't much of a point in going up to these guys and trying to kill them if they can just kill me so easily. And I think there might be a little hidden secret over here. I'm going to explore a little bit. Hopefully, as I get better at this, I'll also get better at socialization. I definitely don't think that I'm antisocial, or that I... Well, of course, antisocial is very misused in the DSM whatever number they're on now. I know that there's nothing over here. I know they describe it as more so, I think, like cheating behavior, lying, manipulation, basically not holding yourself to the same standards that you hold others, and it has nothing to do with...
I wonder if I can get up there.
With actually socializing with people, or being friendly, I guess. Can I get back up, or is this a timed thing? I think it'll do it automatically eventually. There we go. I don't think that I'm shy, though, is what I mean to say. I don't think that I'm necessarily awkward around people. I can be awkward, but it isn't necessary that I'm awkward around people. It's just that I do feel drained, and I require a lot of personal time to recover. I would like my endurance with people to be a bit greater, and hopefully this accomplishes that. I'm kind of just breezing through this. Oh, wait. Oh, I have to press enter. I can't force pull every lever. That would be a great addition to this game, though. If you could just force pull objects. Kind of like a Dead Space, a sort of telekinesis. Oh, I gotta go down. That's right. I've never played Dead Space through. My friends showed me the game. I told them that I really, really loved Resident Evil 4. And it was my favorite of the Resident Evil games, and maybe even...
Get down there.
One of my favorite games of all time. Can I reach that? There we go. Look at that. Cold feet. Charging through like I don't have cold feet. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, Dead Space. I told them that I really, really loved Resident Evil 4. I had just bought it for VR. And they told me that if I like Resident Evil 4, if I like the Alien movies with the xenomorphs, and there was one other thing I think that they had described it as being similar to, that I would really like Dead Space. So I bought it on Steam, invited them over to start playing it, and I had a strange lag with my mouse. And so we turned off... Oops. No, I'm sorry. It was that my mouse was very slow. It had very low sensitivity. And so he told me to turn off VSync on my computer graphics card. I'm not very technical with this stuff. Oh my gosh, I love when that happens. I love when I'm able to kick him over and then do that stabby stomp on him. Super satisfying. And speaking of satisfying stomps, Isaac's stomp in Dead Space is one of the greatest feelings I've ever experienced in video games at all. But my mouse was very slow. Where do I go now? Am I a little bit lost? Is there another one of those things that I need to move out of the way? Let me heal up while I'm thinking about it. I think I need to turn this on somehow. Oh, I can move that. Hey, oh, that's right. I talked to this guy.
We were sent for.
Yep, this is the right droid. Oh, we were looking for a droid, by the way. I've I've blown past all of the story of this, but yes, we were looking for this little guy. I finally found him. He was hiding behind that little brick thing there. I'm gonna land on him. Huh. Timed that almost perfect. Throw a lightsaber or two. I think I threw that through my legs. That's all right. No friendly fire in this game. Actually, there is very much friendly fire. You can very easily fail a mission by killing someone you shouldn't kill. My mouse was slow. That's what I was talking about. Sorry if this is a horrible format for me to be chatting through, because I will have many delays, many lost trains of thought. That was almost a lost train of thought.
Any problems?
Many
Not
problems.
unless you count the sand people I ran into.
I died so much that I had to stop the recording and sleep.
Let's get this droid back to the academy.
Do they always say that I did all right at the end of these missions? That's very positive.
Kyle tells me you recovered the droid.
Let me hear Luke here. Luke
Too bad
Lars.
about the Jawas. R2 will scour the droid's memory banks and see what information it turns up.
There he is. He's angry again. Why is Luke Lars so angry? Is it because I haven't said his real name since the beginning of this?
Someone broke into my quarters and sliced into my records.
I'm trying not to say the word anyway. I watched the other two, and I realized how much I say that word. I'm just going to start moving silently between conversations. After I turned off VSync, my mouse had a lag to it. There was a lag in my... Oh, let me see this too.
A few errands, nothing exciting.
Same here. I guess that's just how
Who
the
are
training
you?
works.
I don't know
It's
you.
just me.
Is that an umbrella hole in the middle of that table? I have a table just like that.
Holding you back, you know, making sure you don't become too powerful.
These are
Why would you
red
say
flags,
Well,
Josh.
Kyle doesn't seem to really foster my talents. I've gone on a couple of missions with him, but doesn't let me do any of the really important stuff.
I've heard that voice before. What,
Maybe
who?
he's observing you.
who is
You know,
that voice?
seeing how you accomplish your
I have
missions.
absolutely heard
I
that
wouldn't
before.
worry about it.
I'm not so sure.
I'm gonna
What
look
do
that up
you
real
think,
quick.
Jaden? Well,
Ready to get back out?
I'm not
there?
ignoring you. I'm just on my phone. Sorry.
Did I interrupt something?
No, not at all.
And a liar.
Well, I'm ready.
You got to be
Let's
honest
go.
about your problems with people. Is that wrong? Do you value honesty or kindness more? Let me look this up, and then I'll continue along that conversation. How do I even look that up? Who voices Rosh? What's his last name? Rosh? Jedi Knight. Jedi Academy. Let's see that. Rosh. Voice. Sorry. Jason Marsden. Let me look that up and see what else he's done. I'll get back to the game in a moment. I've got plenty of time tonight. I'm not going anywhere. I don't know if I have... Let me check my charge. I got plenty of charge. He was in the Goofy movie. Wait, was he Goofy's kid? He was in Hocus Pocus. My gosh, this guy's been in all my childhood movies. There's a ambulance. Can you hear that? I hate that. I hate the thought of someone, needing that. That's crazy. So this guy, I do recognize the voice then. I just don't know exactly the names of the characters that he's played in these movies, but apparently he's been a part of my childhood ever since, I don't know what was the earliest project. I guess Hocus Pocus, maybe? Let me take a drink of coffee here and get back to my conversation on ethics now. So, honesty or kindness. I think that...
Kyle is currently away from the academy, but he will meet
Not
you
just
on
yet.
the
I'll get to it.
Then the two of you can investigate the station. Be sure to wait for him before you do anything.
I don't remember what this one is. I don't... let me go and get that up all the way. I don't remember the names of any planets except for Tatooine. Oh, yeah, I know this one. Yeah, that picture gave it all away. I like this one a lot. It's very atmospheric. I don't know why. It just feels neat, nifty. So Kyle doesn't show up.
Where are you, Kyle?
That's the entire point of this cutscene is that he has to go ahead and start doing stuff without him because he's
Can't wait around.
he's kind of angsty. And I wonder who voices Jaden. I don't think I've ever heard that voice before. But oh, that was close. I'm not even gonna acknowledge it anymore. That's the next step in moving on. That was huge deja vu, especially with that dead guy right there. That was crazy. So, honesty or kindness. I think that if you lie to someone, even if you have good intentions, you are essentially. Wait, is that how you pronounce that? I don't know why the sensually really stood out to me there for a moment. So on this screen, I can look at. What was that? Someone else started talking. You can look around and you can see where you have to go. You have to touch all those little yellow things. You have to touch them all.
Remind them what happens to traitors.
What happens to traitors?
They're going to blow the whole installation. I have to stop that countdown.
I have to.
Take position.
Oh, that's right. I gotta hide. Oh, God. And slice and dice. I think, are these the first stormtroopers that we've seen? Or were there many stormtroopers on the Tatooine place? I don't remember already. It's been... I thought that I had better memory, but it's only been yesterday, but yet... Ah, these guys again, too. I think that if you lie to someone, just whatever your intentions are, you are bending their agency to your will. And I think that's wrong. I think that... You know, I hate being rude to people. I used to love being rude to people. It was kind of an issue. I'm glad that I've changed in my enjoyment of that. But I still think that it's necessary to be brutally honest. Even if, okay, I'll use an example I think I've already used, where I used to be rude to people at the airport, where I worked for a little bit. When I'd be at the ticket counter, someone would drop off, sorry, I got really close there. Someone would drop off their, that was a terrible name, their son, daughter, family member, you know, whatever. They would drop them off, and then they would come stand by the ticket counter waiting for their plane to leave and chit-chat. And I would think to myself, I can't pick that up, I don't need ammo. I would think to myself, this is a bit inconvenient for me because I'm just trying to get through my shift. I'm just trying to turn off my mind, much like my mind is turned off right now. This is hell. Okay, let me regroup. And I think actually I have a bomba for this situation. Did that work? Yay. Okay. I would just basically tell them, I don't want to talk to you. And then they'd look hurt, and I would hold my ground, and it might have been awkward. Oh, I don't have a security key. It would have been awkward if I were in any way, shape, or form a normal person. And anytime I did that around my friends, I'm ducking. I don't know if you can see these things, but I'm ducking beneath them like, oh, can I duck beneath that? Okay, there we go. That that made me tense up a little bit because I didn't mean to let go of the button there for a second. It would really bother my friends. Not because they were any nicer than I was. They were very jaded, the people who worked there. And I think that, in part, was responsible for my cruel, sometimes, behavior. Oh, wow, that wasn't much. At that job. I think that I started there very, like, bright-eyed, rose-colored lenses. Just... I remember the very first day that I started there, I told my family that I could not stop smiling on the drive home because it was just surreal to me. I truly loved the job when I first started there, and then slowly they worked their magic on me. I think I even thought that it was kind of cool or socially acceptable, not necessarily cool, but I would be more welcome if I subscribed to the mindset that they had, which was very negative. And I was just impressionable. I was young, I guess. So they weren't less rude than I was, but they were more uncomfortable, I think, by just telling someone that they... Oh, thank you. By telling someone that they did not want to talk to them. I guess they tried to save face more than I did. But I thought that was wrong, because if you feel a certain way, I didn't think that you should lie about it, because I thought it was an injustice to them. Those people, I thought, back in the day, needed to know that they want... Oh, okay, I wanted to make sure. Sorry, I didn't realize if my language was starting to slack off there, because I realized that I didn't remember picking up the key, but thankfully I did. And I've totally lost my train of thought, what I was talking about. I thought it was an injustice. That was right. I thought it was an injustice to them, because if they weren't fun to talk to, or if they were rude, or if they were just strange in any way, I felt like I would want to know. I would want to know that the person I'm talking to wasn't actually interesting me. Let me speed through this guy here real quick. And so I thought I was doing them a favor, like giving them feedback, oh gosh, honest feedback, instead of continuing their terror on poor citizens that didn't want to talk to them. I thought I was doing them a favor. Now, looking back, I don't know. A lot of them were old, and I feel more, I think, guilty for the older generation, especially in terms of socialization, because I've felt lonely. And of course, if my peers have already started to vanish from my life and I'm looking no longer up but down across the rest of my time here on the world, I would have a lot of heavy thoughts. I would have a lot of, I think, deep questions that weren't easily answered. And I think that I would try to hide, or at least find enjoyment in, maybe hiding is a negative word to call it. Maybe just finding enjoyment in socialization. I think I would very much be one of those old guys to go to oops. Oh, I wasted half my force on the wrong button. I would go to airports and talk to people about my interests, even if they probably showed no interest in it. And so I genuinely feel bad about that. I realize now that it might have been more of... Oh my gosh, I'm going to die. It might have been more a fault with me that I was so honest than that I was doing them a favor by being honest with them. And maybe they should have said, after I said that I don't want to talk to you, maybe they should have said that it's the right thing to do. I don't know how they would have convinced me. I'm very stubborn. Actually, I'm not sure that I'm stubborn. I think that I think a lot about my decisions, and therefore, if someone raises a counterpoint, I'm swift to assume that I've thought about it more than they have, and then trust myself more than them. But I think that if I am shown proof that a different mindset or ideology is more true than mine, I don't know that anything could be absolutely true or false, given how... Hey, a secret area. Wow. That's a huge pat on the back for just jumping through some big old tanks. But I've lost my train of thought again. Either way. Oh, yes, I was talking about me being stubborn. See how I said either way instead of anyway? That's kind of a substitute, right? I'm going to turn on my air. I'm kind of chilly now. But I don't think that I'm arrogant about my ideas. I just stick to them because I think that I've thought about them a lot. Maybe that is arrogant. Maybe that's a discredit to the amount of time that other people spend thinking about things. Maybe that's hugely arrogant, and I will get a little bit of hate for that. Not hate. Proper judgment. Good judgment against me. All right, hold on. Sorry about that. I could feel myself sort of running out of conversation material, and so I wanted to take a quick break, try to gather my thoughts again. It's very strange that I'm finding difficulty just rambling about things, because that's usually what I do whenever I'm with friends. Like I mentioned, I think the first episode, usually my friends start out a bit shyer than I am, and then I wind up jabberjaying about it. Is jabberjay a real bird, or... Oh no, I'm back. Is jabberjaying a real animal, or is that from Hunger Games? Mockingjay. There we go. That was from Hunger Games. Jabberjay. Wait, no, jabberjays are also from Hunger Games, aren't they? What's the idiom? What do you call it? Jabberjay, I thought, but now I know that was in Hunger Games. Yeah, but I'm not sure, if that was just derivative of Hunger Games from something that is true. I don't know if Katniss is a real plant. I don't really know anything, if you haven't been able to figure that out yet. If my voice sounds a bit darker and tamer, I'm not angry or upset by anything. Is there a guy over here? No, that was an optical illusion. It's just that I screamed for about 2 hours yesterday consecutively. I was very excited, though. What happened was, in West Virginia, I think 2 years ago, a man, his name was Billy Hagar. Let me double check that real quick. Billy Hagar. Oh, get off the... No! Okay. Billy Hagar, yeah. Or Hagar, not Hagar. He saved a guy at Kanawha Falls. The search team had given up. I think that the water level went from... I think he got out of his boat at 3,800. I forget the unit of measure, but that's not the worst. But it's not necessarily easy either. But it got up, I think, at the time they pulled him out, to 8,000, double that. I guess they had opened up the mainstream. I'm not exactly sure how that works. Let me go ahead and do what I was supposed to do here.
Only one more.
Only one left. Oh wow, that's almost done. But he had saved him. The rescue crew had given up, and that guy, I guess one of his family members. Am I getting a call? No, that was just my ears. His family member texted him, said, "Hey, what are you doing?" He said, "Just hanging out. What are you doing?" They said, "There's a guy missing down at Kanawha Falls." I'm not sure if you know where that is. It's right off of 60, and 60 is I gotta run. 60 is a beautiful road. Just a little something I gotta. Oh my gosh! No! Heal! Oh, they're everywhere! Stop! Sorry. Oh my gosh, that was loud. Okay. What in the world was that? Oh, this guy. Golly, dude, let me heal. Okay. You would think that I was just saying about how I screamed all day yesterday. Or not all day, but 2 hours. And now I'm screaming again. My poor vocal cords. I don't think I scream the right way either. If you listen to any of my music where I'm actually screaming for music, it doesn't sound... I don't know how to scream properly. I just yell loud and then see how that sounds. But his family member messaged him, and she said, you need to go check that out. So we went to like a dollar store somewhere and bought a searchlight, and then showed up braving that kind of crazy water force and rescued the guy. Absolutely crazy. Genuinely a hero. And I got to meet him. They were filming for a documentary that they're going to be releasing, I think, next year about him. And they needed extras. And so me and my father, oh gosh. We rode out there, and we were, I guess, playing the people who were excited that he had rescued him, cheering and stuff. The director, I forget his name. I should have remembered it. We took a big old group picture together, and I gave him my phone number, so hopefully I'll receive updates on that and then get some kind of lame little thanks at the end. Not lame. I didn't mean that he is lame at all. I just meant that my participation, I could have, I don't know what I was saying. That was supposed to be self-deprecating. I in no way, shape, or form meant to call the hero, of course, or the director of the documentary lame. But anyway, I screamed. I screamed very hard, very loud, cheered, my hands, much like that. My hands were burning from the clapping. Not burning like pain, but just hot. Where's all the bad guys here? This is taking exceptionally long. I can't focus. Wait. What's my mission? How do I check my missions again? Disarm the last bomb. Where's the last bomb? I gotta heal again. Is it on one of these? So I just went to that one. Oh, there it is. Yeah. You know what? I'm not even... Oh gosh, I should be worried. I was gonna say I'm not even gonna worry about these guys, but then I almost died. Boop. That one not go up all the way? What in the world? The actuator is faulty. See how I know a little bit about electrical engineering? I said actuator. I probably used it wrong too. There we go. All right. Kill these guys. But anyway, I was super excited. It was such a fun experience. Obviously, I was very amateur. I think that other people did better than me. I think that other people understood the project better than me, but I'm really looking forward to when it comes out. It was such a fun time. Me and my dad were cracking up the whole way home about just experiencing that. So much fun. I should probably be making more jokes as I play this rather than just talking. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure how to make jokes. Most of my humor in real life comes from an exaggeration of myself, if that makes any kind of sense. I think that I have a stereotype, and that stereotype is kind of just arrogant, maybe rude, maybe... What's the word? Unceremonious, I would say. And I think it's really funny to say things that sort of further that or exaggerate that. Or if I'm the butt of the joke, in another way. If I'm sort of being shy or strange or backwards, I like to exaggerate that. But there's not much putting me through those showing scenarios. I'm not doing much that shows like, oh, I'm shy right now, or oh, I'm angry right now, you know, or anything like that. So there's not much to exaggerate. It's more just like me talking about my life. And yet I've talked surprisingly little about myself. I'm sure that I'm revealed through my conversations, though. I'm sure that if someone did... I used to do a literary analysis class. Not that I didn't do it, I didn't teach it, I just attended it. And that was very fun. I feel like if someone listened to this who had any kind of either into it... Oh! That's why I keep almost dying. I forgot about my shields. You have shields in this game, and I think they go down... I think they decrease the amount of damage that you take, and they go down with your health, though. I'm getting even colder yet. Let me turn that... There we... Actually, I'm going to turn it... Keep it up, but then move that fan off of myself. I'm still in my car. I'll definitely be talking about it whenever I'm actually playing this from a house, from a home. But I think that I think I'm revealed through my discourse with myself. Maybe more so than my discourse with other people. It might be even more, that's not the right way. It might be even more revealing to just talk to yourself for a while because you have nothing else. There's nothing to project on but yourself, and maybe that creates some kind of resonance, some kind of, what's it called? That kind of interference that accumulates, not constructive interference. Maybe it creates constructive interference. I'm resonating with myself, and therefore all my aspects are exaggerated. Maybe this is the perfect sort of, I guess, medium for me to express my exaggerating humor. Let's hear what they have to say.
You seem to handle yourself okay, though.
Okay, they're still very backhanded. They're very under enthusiastic about how well I did. I thought I did. I didn't die that time. Oh, wow. This is neat. I've thrown my lightsaber 34 times. Leg attacks. I didn't think that I did any leg. Oh, like I attacked their legs. Oh, wow. That's really cool. That's kind of like Dead Space, where you can dismember people, but I think that if they get hit once, they usually just die. I don't think they ever have like a limping one leg. Oh, I should be letting them talk. Disciples of Ragnos. Yeah, so they're learning more about these people that are causing this trouble in the galaxy, and it looks like they are following. I think he is very ancient. I wouldn't say he's medium ancient. I'd say he's very ancient. Ragnos. Martha Ragnos, I think, is the full name. But what was I talking about before that? Oh, my exaggerating humor and the fact that I'm resonating with myself.
This should be an easy assignment. I think you can handle it while Kyle is away with Rosh. Take a shuttle, land at the coordinates of the distress beacon, and pick up any survivors.
I don't think I've done a single mission with Kyle Katarn, you liars. Luke Lars, more like Luke Lars. Oh, now I get to choose what else I want to do. So this is also very interesting. Your decisions here, you can't update these. These just go along with you. They're just your core abilities. You can only go light or dark. And it changes the game. Oh my goodness. And I also just realized that this is a fist. I've never in my life known what that was. I thought I don't know why. It just seems synonymous with the thought of grip. Also, for some reason, it seemed almost like connotative of the number 5. I guess it's because there's 5 fingers, but wow. I've never known. It just looks like an animal paw, but yeah, especially having listened to Saint Anger by Metallica, that looks a lot like their album cover for that. But, oh, I want to say the word so bad. I get to choose what I want to do. So we have Absorb, Force Absorption. Wait, what's my battery at? I got time. I got plenty of time. Force Absorption, the effect the Jedi can absorb dark force powers, force push, and force pull directly directed at them. You have, I didn't know that's what that did. I've never used this. I thought that it did more something along the lines of, there's a mission later where you have acid rain on you, and I thought that this helped. But if that's only for force, it's only for dark force powers too, which Mind Trick. Yeah, that's a positive. That's a light side force power that I guess absorption doesn't help with. That seems kind of lame to me. Seems kind of worthless. Mind Trick, I've also never used. It's only effective on humanoids and allows the Jedi to confuse and or misdirect their attention. It feels very... It doesn't feel like it works all the time, and even when it does, it's kind of shoddy. I've dabbled in it, but I've never quite enjoyed it. Force Protect... Oh, that's the one I'm talking about. It decreases the incoming damage from energy, physical projectile, explosive sources. That one I think actually would be pretty helpful. But I never used it whenever I was a kid. It just seemed like kind of lame not to use like lightning or grip. Or I liked Drain. Wow, I just unlocked a memory of myself. Me and my sister used to play this all the time, and we would play the multiplayer together. And I would always use Drain because you latch onto them if you're at close distance, and you hold your hand over their heart, and it just looks like really dark and crazy. The animation especially, and she'd get like actually upset. Like it would make her emotionally upset to see that happening to her avatar in this game. And I would derive some joy from that. Really not a good person. I don't know how many more stories I can tell of wrong things that I've done before I just straight up say I'm not a good person. Maybe I'm becoming better, but definitely haven't been for the majority of my life. I'm gonna pick Lightning. I'm very happy with Force Lightning. It's very nice in this game, especially when you get it to the top tier. It shoots people, like it pushes people against walls and stuff. It is really... You can use both hands if you turn off your lightsaber. I don't remember this. Did I choose a level? Did I already choose a level? I did. Oh, this is the one that messed me up. This is the one I was talking about last episode. If you've seen Tremors, this is... You'll like this if you liked Tremors. Or Dune. I don't know which of these sort of sci-fi-ish books. I'm sure that Tremors was not the source, but I don't know if Dune or Star Wars or what science fiction book probably came up with this idea, this concept. Again, I'm not going to spoil it just yet. I want you to see it, which is happening right now.
Hello?
This might not be nearly as impactful as it was when I was a kid.
Hey, you there.
Thank the Force you've come.
That's the same guy who was on talking to Josh. Okay, this is not nearly... Oh, wow. That was... Indeed, my friend. That was not really as climactic as I remember. That sound, though. I was terrified of this level. That constant roaring. Oh man, it really drove me crazy. Let me see if I can actually start this with a good mindset. I've still got battery. I don't know that I need to... I'm going to turn on my display here so that I can see what the time is. So I'll check my battery again in 7 minutes so that I don't accidentally lose the recording. Oh god! And immediately. This is a real clincher, if you know what I mean. I think that the goal... That's my ship, and it's kind of broken up. Let me go in there real quick and see. The goal here is, I believe, to repair the ship and then leave. You've got missing parts you got to find all over. And, oh my gosh, this level terrified me. I think I had dreams of that worm. Definitely a bit more pathetic with a B than I remember. Did you like that word? I learned that word when I was in that same literature class I was talking about. Actually, it might not have been literary analysis. That might have been creative writing, but I don't quite remember. It was all taught by the same teacher, and she was very nice. She was very nice. Kind of young and kind of pretty. Kind of
This power converter should do.
kind of a risky situation there. Power converter. Why would well, I guess a ship could need a power converter. I guess it would have to have a power converter, actually. Whatever its source of fuel is, I'm sure, isn't just straight up raw energy that you could just use. But again, I don't actually know how that works. I also don't think I've ever mentioned that before, so I don't know why I said again. It's kind of like one of those filler words. Easy to roll off the tongue just to give you a bit more time to talk about the... Oh my god! It still bothers... It still bothers me, I guess. Jeez Louise. I actually don't get... I'm screaming now, and I'm like blowing out my mic, sorry. I don't think that I get super scared at games, but this just taps into my childhood, man. I'm a kid again. I'm 5 years old. Actually, how old was I when I played this game? When did it come out? Does that say it anywhere? Sorry. I don't know how to check when this game came out. It's worth looking that up to see how old I was. Okay, so this game came out in 2003, and I definitely did not play it when I was 3 years old. So I was late to the game, I guess. I was born in 2000, the year 2000, August 7th, 2000. I don't know if I should give that information away. Oh, and also, this map is the reason that I always pack these things around at least until I get to this one, because I never remembered which one it was. Because you can throw it, beep, and they'll chase after it then. And then I should have speed turned on. Did he go to it? Is he going? He didn't quite, like, jump up at it, but usually they do. And then you can use speed to grab this and run like all get out. All right. But yes, I played this very young, though. I would say it wasn't... I probably watched this played by my father at least in 2004. I'm not sure if he got it the year that it came out, but I remember this being a part of my life, whether I was playing it or watching it since I was a wee baby. And so, yeah, it just has a direct line to my Fear Factor. Never watched Fear Factor. Not really into the reality... Is that a reality show? Not really into reality shows, regardless. I've just never checked that one out. I really hope that my laptop... I'm not going to be able to finish this level, I realize now, as I've only gotten 2 parts and I'm 4 minutes later. I used to be able to know where all these things are and kind of speedrun this. I think there's one on the wrong side of... There's not a wrong side of the ship, but it feels like there's one on this side of the ship, which feels wrong. Nope. I was wrong. I was the wrong side. And there might be one, actually. Can I get off the back of this ship? I don't remember where they all... Nope. I don't remember where they all are. So this might take even longer than it should. And so that means that I'll definitely... Can I just run straight over there? Oh my god! Ah! Okay. Oh, he was way back. He wasn't even near to me. Oh, well. The feeling... I got sweaty. That's stupid. I've played scarier games than this and not been afraid. I don't know why this... I don't know. Something about the prospect of getting eaten alive by a giant worm, I guess. It's just unsettling to me. Is that it? No, that's just stuff. That's just stuff that I don't need. Let me check my charge. That's it right there. Alright. I'm going to try to get that one before it... Is my health down? How did my health... Did it touch me? And it broke my health? Or worsened my health? Alright, I'm going to throw that over there. Pull out my lightsaber. Oh, you can kill these things too, but they respawn. And it takes 4 freaking ever. Alright, here we go. I'm going to do this, then I'm going to stop. Oh my god!
Well, this damper should be compatible with my hyperdrive motivator.
Stop. I don't like the... I got sweaty again. Jeez Louise. Alright, well, that was fun. I'll definitely be taking a little break now. Yeah, I've never done a proper outro. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it to the end, if you made it to the outro, that's why I don't do them. Because I know that this, no one will watch to the end. Even if you accidentally click on this. Even if you're asleep, if you do that, like, thing where you fall asleep watching something, then you wake up and it's just crazy something else. Even if you're waking up right now and you find yourself on this video, I'm sure that you will click off of it before it ends due to just natural causes. So, if you stayed till this point, thank you so much. I'll probably be playing again later today. I'll go and charge my laptop up. And, yeah, I'm still very happy.